Heartbreak doesn't always explode in anger, sometimes it seeps into the silence, stealing the air from your lungs until all you can do is sit there, broken. Tonight, I want to share with you a story that isn't just about betrayal. It's about the shattering of trust and the haunting weight of unanswered questions. Hello, my incredible YouTube family. Thank you for being here, for walking through this emotional storm with me. Let's begin. The atmosphere in our living room felt suffocating, as if the air itself had been stolen. My chest tightened, struggling to breathe. I stood frozen, staring at Sarah. She wore a scarlet dress I hadn't seen since our honeymoon. Under the chandelier, the fabric shimmered, but to me it looked poisoned. "You're wearing that tonight?" My voice cracked, disbelief cutting through every word. She turned slowly, her eyes unreadable. Guilt, defiance, maybe both. "If you walk out that door in that dress," I said, my throat burning, "don't bother coming back." Her lips parted, but nothing escaped. That silence screamed louder than any confession. I wanted to shout, demand the truth, but my feet stayed rooted to the hardwood floor, the same one we once danced across barefoot when love still felt eternal instead of sharp. The signs had been there, small things at first, her phone buzzing face down on the counter, always at odd hours, nights that stretched too long at the office. The faint trace of cologne, foreign, not mine, clinging to her coat. I brushed it aside, convincing myself it was work stress. She had just been promoted to senior editor. New deadlines, new people. I trusted her. God, I trusted her. But tonight, the signals were blinding. She had been distant all week. Her smiles brittle, her touch fleeting. She told me she was meeting a client for dinner, and as usual, I nodded. But unease gnawed at me. Maybe it was the way her eyes refused to meet mine. Or how she lingered in front of the mirror, combing her dark hair until it cascaded in perfect waves. And then the dress. That dress hit like a fist to my ribs. She hadn't worn it since the night we lay under the stars and whispered promises of forever. "Where are you really going, Sarah?" I asked, my voice trembling with a truth I wasn't ready to face. She adjusted her earrings, calm on the outside, but her gaze kept flicking to the door. "I told you, Tom, it's just work." Her voice was smooth, rehearsed. But this was my Sarah, the woman who could stare down a boardroom, and she couldn't even look me in the eye. I stepped closer. The wooden floor groaned beneath me. The air carried her perfume, jasmine laced with something sharper, like regret. "A work thing," my voice hardened, "at 9 o'clock, in that dress?" Her shoulders tightened for a heartbeat. I thought she'd break, let the truth spill out like red wine over white carpet. But instead, she snatched her purse. Her heels clicked against the floor as she strode toward the door. "I don't have time for this, Tom. I'll be late." The door slammed, leaving the house in suffocating silence. My chest ached, a hollow weight spreading through my limbs. I collapsed onto the couch, the same one we'd picked out together, worn with the imprint of movie nights and whispered confessions. Now it felt alien, like it belonged to strangers. I pulled out my phone, thumb hovering over her contact. Call her, demand the truth, but what if she lied again? Worse, what if she didn't? I don't know how long I sat there, the clock ticking like a heartbeat in my ears. Then I saw it, her laptop, sitting wide open on the coffee table. She never left it unlocked, ever, but tonight she had. My pulse thundered as I pulled it into my lap. The screen glowed in the dim room, its faint hum filling the silence. Her inbox was open, and there it was, a trail of messages under a name I didn't recognize. Daniel Carter. My fingers trembled as I scrolled. Weeks of exchanges, months. Can't wait to see you again. Last night was unforgettable. Delete this after reading. Every line cut deeper than the last, stripping away the life I thought we'd built. Daniel Carter, her client, the mystery cologne, the endless late nights, the dress. Suddenly, it all fit together. A puzzle I should have pieced long ago. I wanted to let rage consume me, to burn away what love remained. But instead, grief swallowed me whole, cold and heavy, like sinking beneath a frozen lake. Images crashed through my mind, her laughter ringing out, her hand resting on his arm, her eyes lit up in ways they hadn't been with me for months. Was this my fault? Had I failed her? Missed something she needed? The questions circled like vultures, each one tearing a new wound. Hours passed before the front door creaked open. I hadn't moved. The laptop still glowed, a silent witness. Sarah stepped inside, her crimson dress catching the moonlight. She froze when she saw me, her purse slipping from her hand. Tom, her voice was delicate, fragile, as though it might shatter. You're still awake. Who's Daniel? The words left my mouth like a gunshot. She flinched. Her eyes widened, then softened, shimmering with tears. She didn't deny it. That silence destroyed me more than any lie ever could. Tom, I never meant for this, she whispered, voice cracking. It was a mistake. A terrible, stupid mistake. I stood, my voice rising, echoing against the walls. A mistake? Months of lies? Sarah, looking me in the eye every night, telling me you loved me, while I couldn't finish. The words strangled me, but the worst part was how much I still wanted to pull her into my arms. She stepped forward, reaching for me, but I recoiled. I do love you, she sobbed. Tears streaked down her cheeks. I lost myself, Tom. Work was crushing me, and you always seemed so perfect. I didn't know how to admit I was breaking. Her words came like pleas, but to me, they were excuses. Each one twisting the knife deeper. Then why didn't you come to me? I roared, my voice raw. Why him? Why that dress? She covered her face, sobbing, but I couldn't stop. You wore it for him, didn't you? The dress you once wore for me. Her head lowered, and she gave the smallest, broken nod. I wanted to feel alive again, she whispered. I'm so sorry. But sorry couldn't repair shattered trust. Sorry couldn't erase betrayal. I turned my back, eyes fixed on the photographs along the mantel, smiles frozen in time, untouched by the truth. Get out, I said, my voice low but firm. And don't come back. Her cries filled the room, but I didn't look at her. This time, the door closed softly. The silence that followed was unbearable. I slid to the floor, the laptop's glow washing over me. Daniel's words still burned on the screen. Then, a notification. A new email from her. Subject, I'm sorry. My stomach dropped. I clicked, expecting apologies, more excuses. Instead, it was a single line, I left something for you in the bedroom. My legs felt like stone as I climbed the stairs, dread pooling in every step. On the bed lay a letter, her handwriting shaky yet deliberate. Tom, it began. I've been lying to myself as much as I lied to you. Daniel was an escape, but you were always my home. I don't expect forgiveness. I just need you to know I loved you. Even when I lost myself, that dress was my farewell to him and to us. I won't be back. I sat there, the paper trembling in my hands. She was gone, but her betrayal remained, lingering like a ghost I knew I would carry forever. And that's where the story ends, not with closure, but with scars. Because betrayal doesn't fade quickly, and trust once broken is never the same. My dear family, if you've ever felt the sting of being replaced, remember this: you are worth honesty, you are worth loyalty, and you are worth love that doesn't hide in the shadows. Thank you for staying with me through this journey. Until next time, stay strong and never forget your worth.